What's going on, everybody? Here with 514OnlineMix, and we're here with WillESkandalz.
What's up? What's up? What's going on? How's everybody?
Tonight, we're here to talk about his show, his music label, his sponsors, and we already had WillESkandalz on 514OnlineMix.
Yeah.
We had him on 514OnlineMix.
Well, kind of, right?
Kind of.
It was like, hey, we never did this before. Let's try this. And we kind of failed, in my opinion. So we're going to do it right now.
We did. But to be honest, I think we were like the first ones to start that up.
Yeah, well, you know, like the time was then. It had to be then, and it had to be done, you know, like everybody in the whole entire industry was scrambling for answers. You know, how are we going to do interviews? How are we going to do shows? And you know what? I think we fared out pretty well.
Yes, you know, we did fail in the beginning. You know, not afraid to admit our mistakes.
Hey, you learned.
But we learned from it, and it was the night that Facebook shut down their lives. So you couldn't do like a pair doing the live at the same time.
Yeah.
So Facebook, that was on you that time. That was on you. But we had backup. We're on Instagram. We're doing our thing.
I'm not on Instagram, but everybody else is. So
yeah.
Enjoy that, guys.
You know? So you have a show during this time of COVID, and you're doing Kicking It Live with WillESkandalz, right?
Right.
Why did you start that show?
Well, in 2019, I had probably the best year of my career. I've done over 125 events.
Yes.
We traveled. I did 3 different tours. I didn't do many events locally that year. It was mostly on the road. So when 2020 hit, we were pretty excited. You know, like, wow, what's going to follow? You know what I mean? We made a strong traveling team that we know we can put on something anywhere we went, you know? That was myself, Digital Fire, DJ Knock, and Q052. So we knew with these 4 people combined, we can go anywhere in Canada.
Yes.
Because now we have 3 drivers, we have 2 DJs, we have 2 MCs, we could do whatever we want, anywhere we want to go. Let's go. And then, boom. So we already had 14 events booked going into 2020. And like I said, you know, like the sudden pause, the fucking pause. The motherfuckers just paused our whole... I mean, hey, man, I'm sure a lot of people have the same exact feeling, you know, like, it was looking great, man. 2020 was more money, you know, like everyone's making their slogans and shit, right? 2020 vision, you know, it was seen everywhere. But, so, when you have that many events booked, it was kind of like, what are we going to do now? How are we going to do it? And how fast can we do it? And during the pandemic, the first wave of the pandemic, myself, I decided I'm going to take everything that's inside this shed and I'm going to throw it in the yard and leave it there. And I'm going to bring studio gear in here and bring anything I could fucking find at that point, actually, because I didn't have what I have now then, you know. So I definitely invested in a lot to make this show happen to what it is today. And I did it because we had to. We had to save hip hop, you know, like there was going to be a lot of cancellations. There's going to be a lot of postponed events, and I was like, you know what? We can't have that happen. Let's just make things happen anyways. Like, if you can't come here and perform, well, you know what you could do? You can send me 8 of your songs, and we'll make a segment up. And we're going to play your whole entire 8 song, because nowhere in radio do you hear 8 songs in a row by the same artist.
I agree.
You know, so let's mix things up, mash it up. Let's go outside the box. Come back inside the box with those outside ideas and make something up. And here we are, kicking it live with Willie.
Yeah. So has your show...
Episode 30.
Yeah, episode 30.
Damn.
Episode 30. Has your show received the support you expected from your fans?
Actually, and then some.
Yes, I see that.
I did it. I did it basically, you know, like I said, when I first started doing the Kicking It Live with Willie idea, it was just me going live for the fuck of it, you know? Like, I was coming here with my phone, and I had one little LED light, and I had a Bluetooth speaker, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me go see what would happen if I did this. Wow, people like this, you know? This is crazy. So now I'm like Monday, then I'm like Wednesday, then I'm like Friday, and I'm like just coming in. I had no format at the time. I had no I had no direction.
But it was still successful.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because I kept at it.
Yeah.
Nobody else was keeping at it.
You kept the momentum.
I
That's
kept
true.
the momentum, so
That's true.
that was the first idea that I had, was that I have to keep this strong. If I'm gonna do this, I can't do it and fuck off. You know, like it has to be. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There was other members in Beat Vandalz that wanted to do something similar.
Yes.
Without mentioning any names, you know, obviously we don't go that far, and it just didn't come. It didn't come to, you know, it didn't work. So I was the only one that was able to maintain the online presence during
Non-stop.
such a time that
Every Friday.
Yeah, it was every Friday, but before that it was It was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
I was doing like 1-2 hours, or if I decided that it was a crazy time out there and I had some drinks, I'd go on for like 5 hours and just play music that I liked, music that I heard, and then after a while they start doing their restrictions. Those police, the internet Nazis, I like to call them, you know?
Yes.
They start doing their work, and I mean, hey, what am I supposed to do, right? Like, if I play Craig Mack, I should pay Craig Mack.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I mean, that's how we decided that we're going to flip the game on them. There's other popular shows similar to mine. You might have seen it. Let's Talk with Fins.
Mm-hmm.
He found ways to... He found ways to continue,
Yes.
and have people send music that's unreleased.
Yes.
You didn't put it on Spotify yet. You didn't put it on this yet. You didn't put it on that yet. So we're gonna play only unreleased, and we got prizes, and like, I'm like, wow, that is really fucking cool. But I ain't going that fucking far with it. You know, like I didn't feel that what I was doing was anything like that. And a lot of people are comparing it. You know, oh, you got this show and this show. Then we meet up in Tynanega, and we're like, it's totally different, man. Like, I don't feel that what I do is anything like what you do. Mine's like a formatted music review show, hanging out with homies and smoking dope. Like, and that's all it really was, is like, hey, since we can't hang out, we got a social distance. Well, you know what? Let's just meet up online live and we'll smoke together. And we'll talk about what we're burning and what kind of music we're listening to, and like, and then it turned in that listeners were only listening to what I was listening to. So it was like, all right, I guess this is a show, and we start molding the pieces. Building the format.
I've seen that, and I noticed a lot of people who've been doing their online shows don't normally do the same thing. Everyone in Canada is doing their own thing, and they're supporting each other. I see the support now. So Canada, like I say in every video, let's continue to support one another. Do you feel like you're going to stop anytime soon when it comes to kicking it live with WillESkandalz?
Well, see, this the thing that a lot of people don't understand is kicking it live is something that the three members of Beat Vandalz that you see mostly, Johnny Jukes,
So what is Beat Vandalz for the people who do not know?
It's a collective of hip-hop artists with a like mind that would like to change the way rap is done, the way hip-hop is made, the way, you know, I actually just say rap music, because like hip-hop's the culture, and rap's just the fucking musical aspect of the hip-hop
it's street
culture.
poetry pretty much,
Right, so just the way rap was made, you know, like, the cookie cutting had to stop. We're going to show you that we could bring 20 songs completely different from one another and never be put in a bucket. You know, so that's what the mindset was, you know. So there was quite a few members. It ranged from, 3 to 12 at the strongest point. Never once did the momentum stop for Beat Vandalz. We always tried to maintain something going on, even though everybody else was off doing their own things and shit. We always tried to bring something back that, Beat Vandalz were doing and what we're up to, you know. So like I said, like, you could dig in the computer here and you'll find like 3 or 4 Beat Vandalz songs that 3 or 4 aren't in the other guy's studio. 3 or 4 other ones that he has that ain't in my studio. And like, it's just, when we're around each other, we do music, you know. So one day, hopefully, we have a second album. I don't know. But, I forgot the original question was now.
Oh, it was basically about your show.
Oh, yeah.
Kicking it live with WillESkandalz.
Well, I continued doing that. Yeah, and then we got back to, originally it's a song that we used to play. Like, we'd go to parties and we never wrote lyrics. We never sat down and formatted. I'm talking like in the late 90s, you know, like I'm talking like 96, 97, 98, you know, around there, when we were first coming to who we are as artists. And we never wrote it down, so every time we're at a party freestyling and shit, it's like, all right, man, you're on a roll, you're on a roll, you're on a roll. Then it's like, okay, shut up. Who be kicking it live? You know, and we always had this, that was our chorus. That was our way of like, shh, hold on a second, I'm going to come next. You know,
No way.
So like I said,
freestyling.
We'd come up and then like, all right, we'd give each other a certain look and like, who be kick, and we'd all kick this chorus together. We knew when it was coming, so now it sounds like a song, you know?
Wow.
To the listener, they're like, wow, that's a song, and it's just us freestyling. But still to this day, we perform it together and we're together, and it's just us freestyling and with that chorus. That goes way back to then. And like I said, the show originally was supposed to be more than just me.
Okay.
It wasn't Kicking It Live with WillE. It was Kicking It Live with the Vandalz, you know? Like,
yes.
You know? But...
So why did it change?
Well, because people couldn't commit once the format was started, and it's not because they didn't want to or they didn't love the idea. It's just scheduling, you know? It works for my scheduling. I work till 5, 6 o'clock. I come here for 1 hour, maybe if I'm lucky a week I could do show fucking prep. If not, I fucking wing it, and I'll do the best I can to like give you, you know, something that looks like a formatted show when I'm not prepared.
It definitely looks like it. It definitely does.
Well, you know, it comes with a lot of experience, obviously, too. You know, like hosting events and like being on radio itself. You know.
How long have you been in the game? I think I asked you this
in the entertainment business.
Entertainment business, period.
I don't know.
Because I know you also do hosting gigs as well.
Yeah. My logo says 1997.
Wow.
Like that's the start, you know, since '97. But I was freestyling and
incredible,
you know, beatboxing and all that since who knows when, you know, like not as a profession or as something that I'd like to pursue. Who knew it was going to build to that eventually in life, you know?
If someone asks you on the spot, freestyle.
At this point, I don't have.
If they had a beat going on right now, can you do it?
At this point, yeah, of course. But at this point in my life, it's just that's not my tool.
Because you're not a freestyle battle kind
of I could fucking do all of that. Don't worry. Don't get me wrong. I started out. I did Scribble Jam prelims. I did Blaze Battle tryouts. I did 106 in Park on BET tryouts. Well, that's part of what you had to do. I mean, in my opinion, as an MC, you have to go through all the stages to get to be called an MC. You can't just be like, oh yeah, you know what, I decided I'm gonna rap today.
Yeah.
Call me an MC. Like, fuck no, buddy. Look at these scars, look at these wounds, look at all these years of fucking hard work. You ain't just getting on this microphone right now and telling me you're an MC. It doesn't work that way. You can put in some years there, fucking go through the fucking steps on the ladder, and then maybe we can talk about it, you know, like, but, I mean, in the late 90s, early 2000s, you had to know how to freestyle. You had to know how to battle rap. You had to know how to write songs because the label was battle rappers can't write songs, and they still try to say that today, and I don't believe that. You know, if you're a true MC, there is no battle rapper, love songwriter, or you're an MC. I'm supposed to have these emotions. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be able to express myself. We could talk about plywood. I could tell you how exciting plywood is in a freestyle, but we're not on that right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way you're supposed to be, in my opinion. You know, like too many people get on and don't have what it takes, really.
Wow. And so you mentioned about your shows. What shows were canceled this year for 2020? Because 2020 was supposed to be that year for so many artists. Well, that's what
they said, right? A couple of big ones was some native festivals that I've been really trying to get on for the last couple of years. You know, I'm not going to say no names and all of that. You know, I'm just happy that they stayed true, and they still stuck to their payment. You know, especially when everything was canceled like that. You know, like it's amazing how some companies can do that and others just refuse. You know, like. Is it the kindness of I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I've never been put in that position, and I'm sure it was their first time as well, you know what I mean? So but you know, there's a possibility of a fucking South American tour. I mean, there was just things were being talked, you know, like we were in the stages of like, let's meet for dinner, we're gonna get together, since we hooked you up with France, was there any other destinations you wanted? And we just like, our eyeballs got big, our mouth dropped, and we started, you know, going crazy like some wolves howling at the moon and shit. Like, yeah, South America, you know, like, fuck yeah, who doesn't want to go to South America fucking to do music and hang out? Like, I don't know, I do. So we're like, that's where we want to go next, and so, you know, there was some good talks going on, but, you know, unfortunate, this had to happen, and hopefully we could make it happen later, because I still need to see Brazil.
I see that. So you mentioned France.
Yeah, we've already done that. That's.
So you did a performance in France.
I did 7-city tour in France in 10 days.
Wow,
So,
in 10 days.
Yeah, we were there for 11 days, but there was 7 shows spread out through 10 days. So a couple of nights we had days off there, and it was nice to be like in Paris, fucking looking out your hotel window, and there's the Eiffel Tower. You know, that's
so you're able
cool
to
stuff.
enjoy it at the same time.
That's what I mean.
Wow.
It was tour and vacation. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like. South America, you know, like it's a no-brainer, you know, like let's go somewhere beautiful.
Yeah.
Go on the beach on our days off, you know. I mean, we've still seen the beach in France, but it wasn't really beach weather. But you know.
I see that. So, has your career, your hip hop career, your rap career, turned into a job to you yet?
Well, depends in.
Because you know when you see it as just work, it doesn't feel the same anymore.
Well, no, I don't sit here and say I have to record for 8 hours. I don't sit here and say I have to go promote. I mean, because at this point in the game, everybody's their own promoter.
Yes.
Everybody's their own manager. Everybody's their own booking agent. Everybody, you know, like, so it's like not even, it's like, it's not even impressive no more to tell people, like, I hold all these titles, you know, like.
Well, say something.
So, you know what I mean?
Tell the people.
I just said them all, man. But like I said, like most artists,
there's so many more that you mentioned.
most artists should be able
Yes.
to book their own shows.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Book their own tours. They should be able to fucking make accommodations at a hotel. You should be able, you know, like these are fucking simple things, like. But you know, some of them want to just sit back and let everybody else do it, and then pay them instead of paying yourself. You know, when you go on a tour and you tell them I'm this, and this, guess who's getting paid for this, and this? Nobody else but me. You know, I'll bring maybe 1 or 2 people with me, and I'll give them some fucking money. You know what I mean? Let's go see the fucking world. Come along.
So you took some of your people with you to that trip?
Oh yeah, I always take my wife with me everywhere I go. You know, like so, like she sees all the places I see, and it's fun. You know, you get to experience it. Like I said, you know, you get to experience what you love. You know, enjoy making a living doing what you love, and you get to be with the one you love, doing all of this. So that's fucking cool to me, man. Like, I don't know.
Definitely not.
It works for me. You know, it makes life easy.
There you go.
You know, happy wife, happy life, you know.
So a lifestyle. So your music is your lifestyle right now.
Well, like I said, with the COVID shit, I'm trying to cope as much as anybody else is.
Yeah.
A lot of people say I have a nice momentum going through it, and I'll probably come out the other end with something nice. We're going on episode 30. Maybe this will come out. This interview might come out before the 30th episode. If not, we'll be on episode 31 when this comes out. And I don't know. I'm got that far in, and I still haven't got no knocks from anyone yet. But we're still keeping hopeful, right?
I see that, and definitely he's not stopping anytime soon. He's kicking it live every Friday. I'm a fan of his show. And listen, when I'm not able to watch a show because listen, I don't have unlimited Wi-Fi. I'm not that rich. But when I get home, I watch his shows and I enjoy it. His energy is so high. We really, really need these artists doing their thing during this COVID time. Like, I appreciate these artists. I appreciate everybody who comes on the 514OnlineMix. I appreciate y'all because y'all keep us going. We need that music. We need that. You already know you're on 514OnlineMix with WillESkandalz. I'm so happy to be in Ganawagi talking to you, brother.
Yeah, man, for sure.
This is an honor for us. This is an honor for us to have you on 514OnlineMix. And your show is so successful. Congratulations on that, too.
Thank you.
You know, and I really have to, sometimes I have to sit back and, like, wonder, how the hell do you keep up this momentum during this pandemic? Like, you just keep your energy so high. How do you do it?
The need to do it. The need of other people.
Wow.
The strength, the vibes that you get, you know, like this show has reached more than just people that knew who I was. You know, like
that's touching.
I probably have less fans than I thought. In all reality, you know what I mean? Like, I've traveled a lot, but like, you don't necessarily make fans every time you go somewhere and you're someone new that they never heard of. It doesn't work that way.
Well,
like,
of course.
Like, so what? You rocked for 500 people that don't know you. I'm like, oh yeah, but for fucking 12 minutes, they loved me. You know what I mean? And they probably never remember you again. You know, and that's the reality of it.
Until you're back there again.
Until you're there again, right?
Yeah.
But like, that's what I mean, though. Like, you travel so much that you probably don't go to some places twice, so you don't even know. Like, but anyways, through the likes on Facebook, you know, I have a decent number of real people. You You know what I mean?
Likes, I feel like that's a little bit different, right? Especially with a music generation.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people who are actually listening to your stuff, but they don't like it. Like some people who even come to us and say, yo, I watch your stuff every time, and they're good friends, but they don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like fan kind of thing, but like,
Well, you got to break it down to like at
That's
least
true.
10%.
but people are lazy.
So
now.
if you have 2,000 Facebook likes,
yes,
you're gonna get the interaction of maybe 200.
there you.
And then now you break that one down. How many of those 200 are really gonna like, watch, or engage or whatnot, right? So now we're gonna go down to even like 20. And then those 20 are gonna be the ones that you see every single week.
Oh yeah.
Tagging their friends and tagging.
Those are the regulars, right?
Yes. So now you've broke 2,000 down to 20, and then those 20 tell somebody. That 20 grows to 40, and then the numbers start fucking changing. It's basic shit, but it's
He's
just.
taking from an OG.
But I didn't know this kind of stuff, you know. I just thought because I rapped for so fucking long, I've done so many events as an MC. I've been on radio, I've been on commercial radio, underground radio. I've done so many cool different things. I just thought 2,000 people meant I really had 2,000 fans. I didn't, you know, like it. Oh, you motherfuckers with the bots and you motherfuckers with the friend for friend, like for like bullshit and like, you know what I mean? Like, and you don't do nothing. You don't interact ever. You like you come.
Sometimes they take it off.
Oh man. But I mean, whatever. Who goes backwards? I don't go backwards. I go forward. If one wants to jump on, then keep going forward.
going
Even though he
forward.
wants to hold on, yeah, hold on, motherfuckers. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. I have a lot of strength. I'll pull all of you guys. You know, so whatever.
That's it.
But yeah, momentum is just, you know, the need to. There's no one else that's going to sacrifice as much as I already have to get to where I am.
I
you know?
see that.
And continue. You know?
I see that. When it comes to sacrifice, you definitely show that in your music and in your work. You have a song called Ransom Note. Ransom Note that got so much attention, over 13,000 viewers, right?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Over 13,000 viewers.
Yeah, unpaid too. I didn't pay for no ads anywhere, so that's just me putting it out there and people enjoying that shit. So
Congratulations
you know,
on that.
I don't do that pay for stuff. You know, like it just bothers me. You know, like hey, I got a big concert coming up, open up for La La La, and I'm like, so.
That's all. That's
Dude,
all
you know,
natural.
like, I ain't paying for that shit, but you know,
but
same
then you
thing
get
with
to
views.
see who's really
That's it, and
there.
If you look, it's got 13,000 likes and it's got like 9,000 shares. So, I mean, 13,000, right? Whatever you said, something like that, and it's got 9,000 shares right along with it. So people are really involved in this song.
I see that.
And the best part about it is that it just keeps reoccurring because the problems ain't stopping. There's always something else for us to post this song for.
You definitely.
In a good fight, you know, like boom, throws it on. Some girl goes missing, some girl dies. You know, what the fuck? You know, what's going on in Caledonia right now? You know, like the song keeps popping up. And if you were watching during the stuff that was happening in Tylenega last year, that song was played under loudspeaker during the fucking live.
Ransom Note.
Yes, so you know the people on the front lines for real. Frontliners are listening to this song. You know what I mean? So, so hey, you know, I'm good with that.
Mind-blowing. So that means they're feeling the energy of the song.
That's it, and it keeps coming back because the Canada's not stopping. They still have their foot on our throat, even though we're laying down with our hands behind our back, resisting.
Yes, brother.
You know, so I ain't stopping.
You left me speechless on that one because it also caught the attention of the RCMP.
Wow, that was the goal. If these guys really believe I was sitting here rapping for rappers, you lost, because like I said earlier in this interview, I've already did that. I've already rapped for rappers. I already made people not want to do this no more. I already stole a soul from a rapper and threw it out the back door of the venue, and that guy left spooked. He didn't want to be there no more. We did this. Now it's time for the politicians. And that's what that song was for. We aimed. The intent of the written lyrics was for them to hear it. And then the visuals to match the lyrics was for them to feel threatened.
Oh!
By the lyrics. Not in a sense that we're going to really steal you, but in a sense that, holy fuck, they're still here. There's ones like them. We got to get rid of ones like them because that crowd can get bigger.
I'm
you know,
because
there's not many people, you know, like that feel that energy no more. You know, like I said, like I feel there's the places that we like to call home, that we protect and all of that. I feel that we're getting more lenient nowadays. We're like, okay, it's okay, it's okay, but look, this will happen. I don't know. Not one handshake has ever went our way. I've been waiting for that day, you know.
So you're definitely tired of what's been happening to your community, to your people.
Well, just not my community, just Native people in the world. In general. Just Indigenous people in the world. Even the ones untouched in Brazil, hiding in the bush, they're getting fucked with as we speak. You know, like, it's just sickening. Like, we should know by now. It's 2020. Like, just fuck off. You know, like, they want to be left alone. They want to be chilling the way they live. You can't change the way we want to live. Like, don't fuck with people's minds. You know, like, your religion ain't gonna help them. You know, like, nothing's gonna fucking work. You know, just leave them be.
You see, I don't understand your pain because it's your pain, it's your truth. But I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And when it comes to your people being fucked over, do I have to mention it? So, just the fact that you're in hip-hop, and hip-hop talks about struggles, I think you're definitely in the right genre when it comes to rap and hip-hop.
Well, you know.
Express yourself. You express your pain. You put that on paper. You put that in visuals.
Yeah, you gotta make your fans understand that you're just not another guy. Because anybody could be handed the microphone and anybody can go and look, do the song, dance, and throw the part. Whatever kind of rap, you know. I just said something completely shitty just to show you how scrap some rappers could be. But, you know, I didn't want to put real words there because sometimes they don't even say real words. But in the sense that you could put anybody there, you could dress them up, they could look real good with the right writer, they could be real. That's not you. I want to see what you have. I don't care about what they made you do. Like, let's see, you know, like, and that's another thing I press on all these guys all the time, and these females that come onto the show, Kicking It Loud with WillE. I said, if you have a song that's super huge, you know, your manager says it's this, and you're you know, everybody's behind it, and you have it on this site and that site. I says, I don't want that song. That one's for them. I want to hear you. Where's the song you have in your studio? You know?
Interesting.
Where's the songs that you really rap about? You know, because not everybody, you know, literally, it's a system, you know, and it works for them, not usually for the artist. So I want to hear what you do on your own, because like I said earlier, once again in the interview, everybody has their own songs in their studios, and it's not necessarily the ones that will ever be a single or even released. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons.
I see
that you know.
I can talk to you all night. Like, I'm really feeling this vibe. I'm loving his studio. I'm loving this vibe. We don't want to change the vibe of the studio. I have to stay exactly the way it is. This is WillESkandalz place. We in the outdoor studio.
This is Mohawk Music Headquarters, man.
For real.
It's the Mohawk Music Headquarters. It's under renovations constantly because I don't know. I get call it OCD, I guess.
But how did you get that Master's Ace?
Masta Ace autographs.
The autograph.
Man.
How did you get it?
We opened up, Vandalz opened up for Masta Ace in Philadelphia in 2016, I think it was. We went out there and we were invited out there. Actually, one guy, one of the promoters out there, his name was Unsigned Hype, I think he called himself. If I got it wrong, I'm sorry, but it's been a long time. But anyways, he found a song at a Beat Vandalz and he was impressed by it, and he's like, I want to hear more. So we sent him more records, and he's like, you guys down to travel? He's like, you guys pay your own travel, I'll get you the hotel and you know, give you a few bucks at the end of the show. You know, I need an opening act from outside of town. I'm like, all right, cool, but where's outside of town? Because we didn't know at the time, you know, it's just internet, you're meeting people so fast, you know, like, I'm like, where's outside of town? And he's like, Philadelphia, PA. And I'm like, we're there, you know, like, before you could even hang up the phone, you know, like, didn't even tell me who the show was for.
His manager didn't call you, he called you himself.
This had nothing to do with Masta Ace, this was the promoter of the event.
Okay.
And he didn't say shit about anything, about who we were opening for, anything, and I'm like, yep, we're there. You know what I mean? Just to do a show out of town. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For us, what he said was exactly what we were thinking. Like, wow, let's do a show out of town. Let's fucking go. And then all of a sudden he messages back, 2-3 hours later, and he's like, yeah, so guys, gear up, bring a tight set. I think you guys fit the bill real well. You're going to be opening for Masta Ace. You're going to be opening for Masta Ace. Like, oh, fuck, really? Right in Philly? Like, this is insane. You know what I mean? So it was... I keep the picture close in the studio because, when I met him, I have mutual respect for his style of hip-hop. The way he raps is very similar to the way I pattern my style. I don't know, if you're a big Masta Ace fan and you heard some WillESkandalz songs, you'll probably see some kind of similarities. But,
old school rhythm,
Yeah, just try to bring a nice story, make the words mean something, give it a nice rhythmic pattern, rather than it just being blah, 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 blah. Because that gets boring, right? We know that. So every song should have some kind of, and then Masta Ace has always been someone I looked up to since I was a kid in the 80s.
I agree.
So I threw it on the wall and it's going to stay on the wall, and when the studio is complete, it's going to still be on the wall.
Wow. WillESkandalz, it's cool because sometimes when you open for a big artist like that, especially ones who you respect so highly, you don't get to meet them.
I have other pictures with him and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I have group pictures and, us just hanging out in a circle and taking pictures. I've met a lot of big name groups like that, like beatbox for fucking, we beatbox for the Alcoholics outside the venue in Montreal at Fufwins. One of my boys that used to MC battle rapped fucking
exciting.
Battle rap Tash right there. Like, holy fuck, you battle rap Tash in the streets of Montreal. That's crazy, but it's about the opportunities. Like, I don't always say those big shows opening for people lead anywhere. It's just nice to have on your resume,
100%.
Got a resume this long full of people. That's good, so.
And keep doing it because your fans need you. Like I said, I don't have Netflix. I don't watch Netflix. I watch these guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is my entertainment. These are entertainers you need to support each day. Don't forget, they're doing this for you, and you're with BME still.
Yeah. I'm a recording artist with BME. I guess you could say like a marketing. I don't know, some kind of marketing. But I don't know what they call it in the real world, I just know that I know how to make people want stuff, And
Yes, you do.
And so, I give people ideas on how to promote their stuff, and different tactics on how to get views, I guess, and likes and subscriptions and all of that. Even though I suck at getting it myself, it's kind of weird.
But
I guess I have a little step compared to other people. That's why they are asking me, right? Yeah, well, that's what it is, like we talked about, like I'll constantly repeat. I probably didn't even talk to you about it, but it's just other people I spoke to. Is that I tried my best my whole life to turn around from something that wasn't great. You know what I mean? So I had to make people that didn't like me. So a lot of people have that instant advantage because they already have the likes. They already have people that enjoy them. Oh, you're a good person. You're this. It was dark over there before. You know what I mean? So when we got past the darkness, now I had to work twice as hard than a regular person because now there's a lot of people that dislike me, and now I got to make them like me. So bang! Now it's like that's why it's like the following is because a lot of people know me from a long time ago, and they're proud. You know what I mean?
Of course.
They're proud to see someone come from that and turn it all around. So that's a lot of things that I get told all the time. Like, I'm happy to see you doing big things with yourself, and they always give that, because how it could have been, and that's cool. You know what I mean? That's good that, you have to do that, though, right? That's called growing up. It's called smarting the fuck up. It's called realizing and utilizing your tools, to success. And if there's things in the way, speed bumps and potholes and shit, those successes are impossible. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So I had to get rid of those. I had to get rid of those distractions. Next exit, big titties. Next exit, a whole bunch of booze. Next exit, come over here and find out what's behind code door number 3. So like, no, I'm going straight. I'm going that way. Fuck you. And that's just part of it, right? That's just like realizing when you have something that people value. Yeah.
This is why I love talking to you. He puts that emotion. He gives you the story. He gives you his experiences. You know, this is why you gotta watch that show, Kicking It Live with WillE. What do you have coming up that you want us to know about?
As of right now, I have an interview coming up this Friday at 9 p.m. So Kicking It Live with WillE episode 30 is going to be earlier. It's going to be at 7 p.m. instead of 8 p.m.
We're definitely watching.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit earlier because, like I said, I have an interview elsewhere on another radio station, Imperial Underground Radio, I think it's called, with Fick and Fat B. Mm-hmm. We're going to be doing an interview over there, so I got that coming up. There's another one.
Tell us more, we need to know.
There's another one, I just can't remember, but there's so many things. I mean, based on the way this COVID thing's going, we're hoping that we can stall it and have Halloween properly, because I play a certain role in the Haunted Woods here in Ganawage.
So cool.
We had a parade lined up, and I was going to be the ringleader of the parade, so like, that was a cool other ways of showing off the talents, you know what I mean? Like lending my voice to lead a parade. What the fuck is that? Like, who does that shit? You know, like, hey, you know, some rapper, he just leads his voice, and like, it's not even just about that. You know, it's just learning how to control every crowd. You know. So that's what I was trying to do. We were trying to do that. So like, we're hoping that this COVID holds off and we can do that, and we could all learn together that hey, fuck, we could do this forever now. Parades.
I see you. I see you. This is why he has them steady viewers on his show. You got to keep talking to him. I want to listen to him all night long. This is why even I save a little bit of Wi-Fi. Sometimes I save a little bit of data just to watch his shows every Friday, and I'm like, yo, I can't miss it this Friday. I have to watch the whole thing. So
yeah,
don't forget,
you gotta see this Friday because
it's gonna be big.
I gotta keep it tight because I have somewhere else to be half an hour after it's done. So it's gonna be a tight show, and it's gonna be well formatted. So
let's go, WillESkandalz.
Yeah,
always doing something. Always doing something. I see him on a lot of different shows doing something. You know what I mean? Even during this COVID time, you're keeping your fans going. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, for sure. You always got to give them something to grab onto. I mean,
you're taking care of us today too. I must say, I'm having a good time. I was supposed to end this interview a long time ago, but I just keep going, and I can't stop talking to him.
More is better. There could be part twos.
Oh, there's gonna be a part two. See, last time we had him on live, but this time we're gonna have him again at the crib. When this COVID stuff is over, we're gonna have him at the crib, and you're on 514OnlineMix.
My peeps are so stressed, we push and protest. The same across the map, a big old mess. And the suits, acute in your face. Stacking up they loot, polluting the place. Dumping waste in the rivers to deliver sickness. The meds they prescribe won't heal you with quickness. End up addicted. Victim of a time to fight back, cause they laugh when you pick it.
Picnic basket, the gun I stashed it. Right past your guards, walked by and blasted. No fucks given, Romeo Saganashed it. Destroying our lands, literally trashed it. Spiritually bastard, you dirty bastards. Committing eco-terrorist assault on my lands that my ancestors passed us. This is war now, you better just back